woke up this morning and the thought hit me harder than my student loan debt. Am I happy? The question hung in the air, thick and heavy, like the smog outside my overpriced apartment. My reflection stared back, a pasty, sleep-deprived creature who vaguely remembered what sunlight felt like. The answer was a resounding, soul-crushing no. So, like any well-adjusted member of late-stage capitalism, I decided to do something about it. I decided to buy happiness. My quest began where all modern quests for meaning do, online. The algorithm, the benevolent digital god, sensed my existential dread. It served me an ad, a beautiful woman, laughing while holding a green smoothie in a sun-drenched kitchen that cost more than my entire life. The caption read, "Unlock your inner joy." The product, a 10-day detox juice cleanse for the low price of $300. My inner joy, apparently, was locked behind a paywall. I clicked Add to cart while waiting for my liquid happiness to arrive. I scrolled deeper into the rabbit hole. There were happiness coaches charging $200 an hour to tell me to think positive. There were mindfulness apps that wanted a monthly subscription to remind me to breathe, a service my body had been providing for free since birth. I saw weighted blankets that promised to hug my anxiety away, aromatherapy diffusers that would fill my tiny apartment with the scent of a non-existent forest, and a strange crystal egg that was supposed to balance my chakras. I bought it all. My credit card whimpered, but my spirit, I hoped, was about to soar. The juice cleanse arrived. It tasted like lawn clippings and regret. For 3 days, I subsisted on this green sludge. I wasn't unlocking inner joy. I was unlocking a new level of hanger. My happiness coach, a man named Chad who looked like he'd been exclusively subsisting on sunshine and protein powder, told me via Zoom that my negative energy was blocking the flow of abundance. He suggested I buy his premium package. My apartment started to look like a new age cult as a garage sale. The aromatherapy diffuser puffed out lavender-scented mist, making the whole place smell like a sad, lonely spa. I lay under my weighted blanket, feeling less hugged and more trapped. I held the crystal egg, which was just a cold, smooth rock, and waited for my chakras to do whatever it is chakras do. Nothing. I wasn't happier. I was just poorer and surrounded by more stuff. The advertising was relentless. Buy this car and feel the freedom of the open road. Use this face cream and reclaim your youthful glow. Drink this artisanal coffee and experience a moment of pure bliss. Every product was a promise, a tiny, beautifully packaged lie. Happiness wasn't a state of being. It was a commodity, a subscription service, a limited time offer, and I was the perfect customer. Desperate, gullible, and with a credit limit that had not yet been reached. I went to a yoga class. The instructor, a woman who seemed to float rather than walk, told us to let go of our attachments. The class cost $40. We were all there, in our $100 yoga pants, on our $80 mats, trying to buy our way into non-attachment. The irony was so thick, you could do a headstand on it. I tried to focus on my breathing, but all I could think about was the absurdity of it all. I was paying someone to tell me to do something my body did naturally, in a room full of people pretending they weren't just as miserable as I was. Then I saw the ultimate ad. The ad to end all ads. It was for a product called Elysium. The commercial was a masterpiece of emotional manipulation. Beautiful, diverse people, laughing, crying, tears of joy, embracing each other in slow motion. The voiceover, warm and reassuring, promised not just happiness, but a complete transcendence of suffering. Elysium, it said, was the final product. The only thing you would ever need to buy again. It was a sleek, minimalist white box. No one knew what was inside. That was part of the marketing. The mystery, the ultimate promise. It costs everything you had. Literally. The terms and conditions required you to liquidate all your assets and sign them over. In exchange, you get the box. I was at my lowest point. The juice was gone. The crystals weren't working. Chad had emailed me again about my negative energy. I was drowning in a sea of wellness products and self-help books, and I was still the same miserable person. So, I did it. Primera sold my car. I emptied my savings. I maxed out my credit cards one last time. I liquidated my pathetic little life, and I bought the box. Elysium. The final answer. A few weeks later, it arrived. A man in a crisp white uniform delivered it. He didn't say a word. He just handed me the sleek white box and a clipboard. I signed my life away. He nodded and left. I was alone in my now empty apartment with the box. My heart was pounding. This was it. The culmination of my journey. The moment of truth. I sat on the floor, the box in my lap. It was surprisingly light. I took a deep breath. A free one this time. And I opened it. Inside was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just an empty white box. For a second, I felt a rage so pure it was almost beautiful. I had been scammed. I had traded everything for an empty box. I was a fool. An idiot. A broke, homeless idiot. And then, I started to laugh. A deep, guttural, insane laugh that echoed through the empty room. It was the most perfect, most cynical, most brutally honest punchline I had ever heard. Of course, the box was empty. Of course. Happiness isn't a product you can buy. It's the marketing strategy that makes you think you can. They don't sell happiness. They sell the feeling of not being happy. They sell the longing, the desire, the chase. The product isn't the cure. The product is the disease. The box wasn't empty after all. It was full of the truth. And the truth, I realized, was funnier than any joke I'd ever heard. The ultimate dark comedy. So here I am, sitting in an empty room with an empty box, happier than I have ever been. Because I'm finally free from the endless, soul-crushing pursuit of something that was never for sale in the first place. I have nothing left to lose, and therefore, nothing left to want. It's a revelation, really. The secret to happiness isn't buying more stuff. It's realizing the whole game is rigged and the only winning move is not to play. Or maybe to just laugh at the sheer, glorious absurdity of it all. So, is happiness a marketing strategy? Yes. And it's the best one ever invented. It's a self-perpetuating engine of commerce, fueled by our deepest insecurities and desires. And I, for one, am now a loyal customer of the truth. The price is steep, but the product is priceless. It's an empty box. I'm probably going to live in this box now. The rent is certainly more affordable. So what's the moral of the story? I have no idea. Maybe it asks that you should read the terms and conditions before you sell your soul for a mystery box. Or maybe it asks that true enlightenment is realizing you read the butt of a cosmic joke and learning to laugh along with it. Or maybe I'm just a crazy person talking to a camera in an empty apartment. Either way, it's been a journey. So, if you've enjoyed this descent into madness and consumerist critique, you know what to do. The algorithm demands a sacrifice. It craves your engagement. Feed the beast. Like this video, share it with someone who needs a laugh or an existential crisis, and hit that subscribe button, because my next video will be about how to turn a cardboard box into a luxury condominium. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching.